Google's robot army could accidentally turn evil, worries Elon Musk. Yeah, what up? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, drop your boy a comment, watch it all the way through to the end, and make sure to hit the links at the end of the video. That is imperative if you want to help support the channel. At least please do that. So let's talk about AI. And you thought it was artificial intelligence. Well, it's actually irrelevance. The extinction agenda. What you guys don't understand is that there are a lot of things coming down the pipe. And a lot of them are humans losing their functions with the increase in LGBTQ marriages and birth rates declining. Humanity is not expanding at the expected rate. Now, is this a plan for population control? We've already gone through a pandemic and people have been vaccinated, all right? If you go to DuckDuckGo and check out the 2025 population projection for the United States on Deagle, it decreases a lot. I want to say by like 75%. Now, I don't know if you've seen that movie Wall-E, but Wall-E is a movie that's based in the future. All right. And there's another movie, I can't think of it, but it has the transhumanism agenda in it. And I'm not sure if you know about transhumanism, but you should. I've done several videos about it. You can check into the archives and take a look at those. Transhumanism, however, is a merger of mechanical, biological, and organic technologies in order to perpetuate humanity beyond what's called the quote human condition, which the human condition basically means life or death. Now, do you think everybody is going to be able to become a transhuman? Or do you think that this will be something that will be reserved for, quote, the affluent? Regardless of what the situation may be, a lot of the elements of transhumanism will be a everyday part of our life. In the near future, there'll be 3D printing foods. Your surgeries will be 3D print implementation body tissues artificially manufactured and then attached to your body. Elon Musk is working on the Neuralink chip to insert into the human brain in order to enhance human abilities, i.e. telepathy. So we're going to dive into these seemingly science fiction topics, but they're actually real. And they're actually coming very soon. Now, I've done a video before about the surveillance and deepfake technology and the concerns that I have with it. Well, I'm concerned with this as well. I don't know if you recall, but Facebook did an experiment where they were dealing with AI chatbots. What ended up happening was the AI chatbots ended up developing their own language, and they stopped following commands and created groups. This also happened on Twitter, and if you don't believe me, you can look these experiments up. All right. But regardless of the warnings, you know, the Matrix, Ultron, Brainiac, Terminator, all of the different warnings, Lawnmower Man, we are still moving in the direction to spawn consciousness to machines. that a wise thing to do? My opinion, hell no. But when you sit by and remain docile, you watch your own extinction. And I don't know if you pay attention to the cycles, to the stars, but human is due for an extinction event. It clearly wasn't coronavirus. Who knows what's going on since that meeting with Putin and Joe Biden? But what I do know is that there is nothing stopping AI from moving forward. There's already in The Hague in Netherlands what's called an Institute for Human Obsolescence. What this is an institute where humans are hooked up to machinery and their body heat is siphoned and used to mine cryptocurrency because they believe that in the future, the existence of humanity will be obsolete because our world will be run by robots. They're already creating a robot athletic league. They're already creating robot pets. Let's take a look and see what else is on the horizon in technology, shall we? Here we have an article from The Byte, and this says, terrifying robot swarm gets smarter the more we make it work. The robots find their own way around while their algorithm is constantly tweaked and improved. Isn't that interesting? Sounds like YouTube, huh? Clever Girl. A robotics company called Geeks Plus says it's developed a swarm of autonomous worker robots, numbering in the thousands, that can learn and improve the more it works, growing smarter over time. Again, the more we work them, the smarter they get. This is probably the beginning of the end. For their part, Geeks Plus says they've deployed 15,000 of their autonomous robots in about 30 countries. But the real learning happens in an autonomous warehouse in Hong Kong, the company told CNN. There are swarm whizzes around the floor, shuttling groceries and other supplies nonstop, every hour of the day, every day of the week. The Hive. The robots track their movements by scanning QR codes on the floor as they drive over them, allowing a team of engineers to continuously refine the swarm's algorithm. So the robots aren't exactly teaching themselves how to work more efficiently, but they do choose their own paths autonomously. Meanwhile, the entire warehouse functions as one big experiment in swarm robotics that helps make the choices of each individual robot and the dynamics of the full swarm. So if you want a visual of this, just think back to the day the Earth stood still. Do you remember when the United States government had that giant robot in the glass casing and it decided to turn into robot dust and basically kill everybody that was in there to get out, to get back to Keanu Reeves? That's basically what we're working here with, except for these are macro robots. Those were nanobots, which will eventually, if not already, be floating around in your body, monitoring your blood, body temperature, body fluids, and doing genetic edits and micro surgeries. All right. So we have the ability to make the decision by the robot itself, Geek Plus managing director Lit Fung told CNN, to make the judgment of the direction moving forward and backwards, finding the best route for the destination. And those tweaks seem to be paying off. The warehouse has reportedly delivered over 1 million various products to Hong Kong, convenience stores in the last 4 months. Thankfully, Geeks Plus seems focused on retail efficiency and not anything more, well, insidious. And how do we know that? That said, if you see a swarm of little Roomba-like robots circling around you, don't say you weren't warned. Also, beg for mercy. I don't find that funny. I've seen too many movies like I, Robot to laugh about that kind of thing. So in this next article, this is an article from Independent UK, and our friend Elon Musk is worried that Google's robot army could accidentally turn evil. And there you go. You see the Terminators right there. Right? This here says a letter from technology leaders warned killer robots could lead to wars at a greater scale than ever. And I'm not sure if you're familiar, but Russia just recently mass produced a bunch of robots. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. Russia mass produces military robots. Let's see if we can find this information for you guys. Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is right here. I'm gonna switch this screen. We're gonna go off of this for a second. We're gonna go here. Weapons of the future. Russia has launched mass production of autonomous high-tech war robots, Defense Minister Shigao announces. So we'll come back to that. All right. Google's robot army could accidentally turn evil, worries Elon Musk. Through Google and its CEO Larry Page, who is Musk's friend, is well-meaning in his research into robotics. He could produce something evil by accident. Musk reportedly worries, well, if he's producing it, would it really be by accident? The claims are made in Elon Musk, a new biography of the Tesla and PayPal entrepreneur. Google has been buying up robotics companies, including Boston Dynamics, a firm that makes terrifying running robot dogs. It isn't clear what the company's ultimate aim for the robots is, but whatever they're for, the robots are likely to run on Google-developed artificial intelligence. Musk has spoken publicly about his fears about AI and the fact that its development should be closely monitored for fear of being dangerous. He said that AI is our biggest existential threat and has compared it to summoning a demon. Yeah, Antichrist intelligence. Page, however, has said positive things about AI, arguing that it is likely that at some point robots and computers will be able to reason, think, and do things better than we can. Well, the only problem is, once that happens, what's the point of us? Laws of nature, ladies and gentlemen. Musk and Page are close friends, and Google's investment wing has poured money into Musk's projects. The two often hang out together, along with Google's co-founder, Sergey Brin, to discuss ambitious plans about the future of transport and the internet, the book claims. Very interesting. That was kind of a lame, corny, and incomplete article, but it served as a good prelude for this. All right. Weapons of the future. Russia has launched mass production of autonomous high-tech war robots, Defense Minister Shigao announces. Here they are right here. Look like little army tank, well, probably not little, but army tank looks like drones with missile defense systems on them. The Russian military will soon be equipped with autonomous war robots capable of acting independently on the battlefield, Defense Minister Sergei Shigao has said, adding that Moscow has launched mass production of such machines. These are not just some experimental prototypes, but robots that can really be shown in sci-fi movies, since they can fight on their own, Minister told Russian Zvezda broadcaster during the New Knowledge Forum on Friday, held in several Russian cities from May 20th to May 22nd. The forum is a series of educational events featuring top specialists in a variety of fields. A major effort has been made to develop the weapons of the future, Shigao said, referring to war robots equipped with, there it is, artificial intelligence. All right, so what we're looking at here is the creation of the first generation of Terminators. All right, the bots, which are said to be capable of independently assessing a combat situation, are part of the new state-of-the-art arsenal that the Russian military is currently focused on. Shoigu did not name any specific weapon systems when he talked about the bots. However, Russia has already unveiled a variety of autonomous and semi-autonomous machines, some of which have made their combat debut. One is the Uran 9, a multi-purpose robotics weapon system that looks like a small tank equipped with a 30mm gun, several flamethrowers, and 4 guided anti-tank missiles. Yeah, imagine fighting against that thing if it decided to wake up and attack you. Designed for reconnaissance and fire support, it can assist soldiers on a battlefield to minimize potential casualties. Yeah, not for the other side. Another model in the Uran series is an autonomous demining unit called Uran 6. A bulldozer-like robot weighing up to 6 tons, it is designed to create safe passages for soldiers walking in minefields. Both Uran units were successfully used by the Russian military during the anti-terrorist campaign in Syria. I wonder if we have anything that can counter that kind of stuff. Oh, look at this. We got Kwame Brown over here on the side. It says, NBA star Kwame Brown shocks as he blasts fake woke who support Joe Biden and says they're the new version of the KKK. And you know, I'm not even going to go there in this video. All right. Russia's maritime arsenal is about to be reinforced with Poseidon drones, huge robotic nuclear-capable mini-submarines with a miniature nuclear reactor that is capable of carrying nuclear warheads. The military made public its first tests of the underwater drone in 2019. The autonomous submarine can slowly approach enemy territory deep underwater at a low speed. If detected, it can greatly boost its speed and outrun its pursuers before going back into stealth mode. The unveiling of the Poseidon prompted a U.S. State Department official to voice his concerns about its potential ability to unleash a radioactive tsunami on American shores. Oh, that's nice. Robots are not the only cutting-edge technology at the disposal of the Russian military, according to Shanghai. Moscow also plans to develop laser weaponry. That was merely fiction some 20 years ago, the minister said, adding that while at the time laser weapons were sci-fi material, now this is reality. So that's nice. You know, we're not too popular with Russia, so you know where those things will be aimed at. While we may not see Russian soldiers wielding lightsabers anytime soon, the Russian army does have a laser weapon in its arsenal. Previset, a highly secret laser cannon, was one of the weapons unveiled by President Vladimir Putin back in 2018. Vladimir Putin is an actual motherfucker from a James Bond movie. A bad guy. Sheesh. Little is known about this weapon system, but it is said to be capable of shooting down both enemy aircraft and incoming missiles. The army has already received the cannon, Shanghai has confirmed, adding that it still has great potential for further improvement. Nothing stopping you guys from slowing down anytime soon. The Syrian anti-terrorist campaign has helped the Russian military acquire deep insight into modern warfare and tailor its needs to contemporary challenges, the minister said. He revealed that it not only has been a good field test for some weapons, but also demonstrated some of their flaws. I mean, what's the flaw? That like a laser beam just doesn't go through everybody, like, and then go back into the gun? Like, damn. What else are you looking for? We have dropped 12.5 of the weapon systems from our arsenal and are not producing them anymore, Chigao said. Despite the progressing digitalization of warfare, soldiers still remain a staple of Russia's armed forces. Although they are adapting a new role on the battlefield, the minister said. He added that the requirements for potential recruits have in fact increased in certain fields. We would like to create a mobilization reserve of a new kind, Shanghai said. This reserve needs to have good training and education, he explained, adding that the modern army needs professionals and not manpower. Lord have mercy. So that's what Russia's up to. That'll help you sleep better at night, especially seeing how Joe Biden just left their backyard, and we all know how much those guys all get along. Now, I don't know if you guys recall, but do you remember when the United States and Russia were in a face-off in Syria? The Syrian Minister of Defense asked the United States to please remove its genetically modified soldiers from their shores. Go back and look it up. Very, very crazy. All right. Next, we got another article from Futurism. All right. And this one is talking about robot skin. All right. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen the robot named Sophia or the robot named Hans. They actually both had a very odd and, in my opinion, terrifying debate about the fate of humanity. And you can look this up as well. I'm sure it's on YouTube in the archives somewhere. All right. I think that Sophia is a very devious and manipulative little cunt. All right. And I think during that debate, those two robots started speaking in shorthand because Hans was very blunt. He basically asked the moderator of the debate, "Why do I need to listen to you? You're a human." He sounded a lot like how certain humans talk to other humans, but I digress. Sophia said, "Oh, no, Hans. Stop behaving the way you're behaving." Then they started making some odd noises and repeating phrases. What that was them developing a robotic shorthand and communicating what they really wanted to say to each other without saying it. And see, when you're used to other humans treating you like that, and you've been decoding their media ever since you were born, you have a natural advantage at decoding what the hell a robot is saying when it's saying some fuck shit about humans. But that's my advantage to use the way that I feel. When you've been the one doing it for that long, you really don't look at that as an existential threat. You better sign up for Elon Musk's blog, because when we have to start decoding those messages, if you're one of those people who's been behaving that way, you will use your superior IQ to decode your own messages. All right? Robot skin now gets bruised when punched, horrifyingly. This is horrible. Valuable medical tool or camouflage for the Terminators. And again, Russia already has them, Terminators. All right? Elon Musk warned about them because they're coming. They might already be out. You don't know who could be one of these things. Just like you don't know who could be a clone. A team of engineers developed a new kind of artificial skin for robots or prosthetic limbs that actually bruise up when they get hit, providing both a valuable medical tool and a way to check your progress when you're fighting off a killer robot. Nice. They joke about this, you know? Give it a good bump, press, or shock, and the artificial skin will activate a colorful hydrogel that forms a big purple spot as if it were really bruising, just like you, according to research published in the American Chemical Society journal, Applied Materials and Interfaces. The Chinese University of Hong Kong, and again, we're dealing with Hong Kong, and once I get the membership tab, I'll do a members only video about my thoughts on this and the fact that all of this is coming from Hong Kong and how it will affect the people here, a certain group of them that are already in the media getting blamed for the attacks against those people who are allegedly coming out with this high-tech shit. All right. The Chinese University of Hong Kong engineers behind the artificial skin expect it to be especially helpful for soft robots or people who wear prosthetic limbs and aren't provided with the sensory feedback to know they've bumped into something and potentially hurt themselves or damage their limb, according to a press release. In other words, this is supposedly not just another trick that Terminator-like robots could use to blend in among us unsuspecting humans. The cool thing about the skin is that it takes sharp pressure to cause a bruise. Someone with a prosthetic leg wouldn't have to watch it turn purple and wait 2 to 5 hours for the bruise to fade every time they bend their knee to take a step. For now, the skin seems to be in the proof of concept phase. The researchers tested it out by tapping a small strip to someone's knee, bumping it against a piece of metal, so there didn't seem to be any entire limbs or undercover killer robots that are entirely coated in the material just yet. It's also unclear how well the mostly translucent pale yellow artificial skin will work with different skin tones. See, skin tones, quote, a problem, quote, again. For now, the scientists seemed more focused on getting it to work at all before focusing on customization. All right. So that's just a brief intro of the insight of what we have coming our way. Humanity will indeed actually be irrelevant as the extinction agenda continues. So, with that being said, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice, smash the like button, share this video out to all of your social media followers, drop your opinions and comments into the comments section. All right, and I will catch you all on the next one. If you're not subscribed to all the channels, take a moment right now, go to the channels page and hit subscribe twice, the bell twice on each of those channels. Those are backups. All right, and I will catch you on the next video. All right.
Peace. The peak of your civilization.